talking about money in marriage. And this evening, I'm speaking on 15 things husbands secretly wish that their wives knew about money. 15 things husbands secretly wish their wives knew about money. So, in today's video, I'm going to be speaking for and on behalf of the men, on behalf of husbands. And I will be speaking to us wives, I'll be speaking to us women for us to actually know the heart desires, the heart expectations of our husbands and of men regarding money matters, which the men desires or expects that we wives we knew about money. So today's video, we are diving into the biggest unspoken truth in marriage. There was a time I did a series on 15 things that wives wish that their husbands knew. And I got a lot of response. I got a lot of feedbacks. And I decided that I shouldn't be partial. I should also speak for the men. These are concerns that men, that our husbands have, regarding what they want their wives or the women in their lives, to know regarding money. So this evening, like I said, I'm representing the men and I'm speaking to the women. I'm speaking to the wives on behalf of men, saying that these are the things that our husbands, the men in our lives, secretly wish that we knew about money. So we all know, I've said it here, that money fights are one of the top 3 reasons that couples argue and separate and even divorce. But what if I told you that many husbands have secret money desires, concerns that they may not know how to express, because expressing this money desires, expressing this money concerns have led to fights, have led to arguments, have led to quarrels. And so that is why I am taking the place of men this evening to speak to women, to say that, look, we need to understand what money concerns that our husbands, that the men in our lives, they have, and try to address this money concerns that our husbands have. So I'm going to uncover those truths and how we wives can respond to these things, positively and wisely. Hello, King Evans. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Let me know where you're watching from. Like I said, I'm dealing on 15 things husbands secretly wish that wives knew about money. I'm representing you, the men, this evening, to speak to the women, to open up, to let them know that, how are you? I am really doing well. I am blessed. Thank you. And how are you too, King Evans? Let me know where you're watching from. Los Funs, welcome. Let me also know where you're watching from. My name is Modupe Vincent. I am here speaking from Lagos, Nigeria. So, ladies, I can assure you that after this session, you will understand your husband's unspoken money worries, because these truths that I'm about to share with us are concerns, their worries, and their unspoken desires that men or our husbands want us to, as women, know that they also have this problem as well. I'm on the plane. I'm heading to Miami. Oh, fantastic. Will you be able to watch? Will you be able to join us? Let me know. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. And I wish you a safe trip down to Miami. So how do we communicate? How do we discuss this money truths that our husbands, that the men in our lives want us to understand? I want to encourage you to please watch, stay with me till the end. So what are these money concerns? What are these unspoken money desires that our husbands want us to know. The first thing I have here is that for men, one of the unspoken truths that they want us to know as women is that the pressure of being a provider is real to them. The pressure, there is pressure on them, being a provider. Most times, many men, hardly speak what is on their mind. They hardly discuss the money issues or the money fears that they have. But the truth of the matter is, just as we women, we have fears, just as we women, we have desires that we want our husbands to know concerning money matters. The same thing, the men also have concerns. And one of the fears that they have, one of the unspoken thing that they have is that, look, as men, as husbands, the pressure of being a provider is real. So most men, feel an unspoken pressure. The pressure is real. It is there, for them to provide for their wives and also to provide for their family, for their children. They earn an income, yes, but they have to balance it. Most men, especially if they are salary earners, their salaries are fixed. The salary is there, and our desires, our expenses, most times are unlimited. They keep going, they keep going, they keep going. So men hardly will want to talk about it. Men will hardly want to show it, or or to tell the woman or to tell the children that, look, maybe I don't have enough, or maybe I have money, but the pressure of juggling everything before they pay the school fees, before they pay the house rent, the hustle, the pressure is there. The pressure is real. So the husband may not say it out loud, but every bill that he pays, everything that he does, he feels the pressure. So that's the number one thing that men, one concern, one fear regarding money that men, our husbands, have, that they want us as women, as wives, to understand. Because when we understand, when we know that men as well have concerns, when we know that men as well have unspoken, desires, it will help us as wives, it will help us as women to understand our men better. And then the conflict, the fights, between husbands and wives when it comes to money matters will then reduce. So I want to encourage every woman, watching me right now, or you'll be watching a replay later, to please let us appreciate what the men are doing, what our husbands are doing. It may not be enough, but it is real work for them. It is pressure for them as well. I know there are exceptions. I will not lie. There are exceptions. There are men that are not, behaving the way they should behave. I'm not talking about those ones. I'm not talking about the exceptions. I'm talking about the good men, and I'm talking on behalf of the good men, our husbands, men, who are actually performing and doing the things that they ought, to be doing. These are the men that I'm speaking on their behalf. Speed, welcome again this evening. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. I'm also saying hi to you as well. So welcome. I'm talking about the 15 things husbands secretly wish that their wives knew about money. I would also like to hear from you. If you are a man on this, watching me right now, let me know in the comments, what are some of the secret desire that you want your wife to know, or that you want women to realize? Most of the time, men don't talk about them. Men don't discuss them. But I'm standing in the gap for men this evening to speak on your behalf, to say that there are secret desires that you want your wives to know. So that is the first thing, that the pressure of being the provider is real. So the second thing, can you talking about your family? No, I'm not talking about my family. I'm talking for men. I'm talking, I'm talking money in marriage. And I'm looking at it on this part that there are certain things that men wish or husbands wish that their wives knew. Some of we know that money is one of the major causes of fights or separation or divorce in marriage. And we are looking at how we can reduce this fights when it comes to money in marriage. And that is why we're talking about this okay, you want me to talk about my family, please? Oh, really? Okay, maybe I will talk about my family, yes, but not in today's session. Today's zone, I'm actually speaking to women. I'm speaking on behalf of men. Yes, another time I will. Yeah, I can't talk about my family. What would you want to know about my family? What would you like to know about my family? Yes, because I also want to talk about, question and answer period where people can ask me questions and I'll talk to them about whatever it is they're asking about, trying to get to know me, know what I do. Yes, so let me just know how many kids do I have? I have 3 kids. I actually have 3 kids. 3 of them are adults right now, so that is about it. So the second thing that men or husbands wish that their wives knew about money is that they want partnership. In marriage, they want partnership and not pressure. Not this evening, Speed. Don't forget, I'm talking about money in marriage. I already have a topic for this evening, and that is what I'll be talking about this evening. Maybe another time we'll do that. But for today's life, I'm looking at 15 things husbands secretly wish their wives knew about money. Thank you so much, Speed. Oh, no. It's nothing. It's nothing. Thank you. Thank you for joining. So they want partnership and not pressure. Men don't want to feel like, the only thing that they are good for is, no, you don't have to go away. This will also serve you. You can learn from it. It can help you as well. No, you don't have to go away. Please stay. Please stay, watch, like the video, share the video as well. Share the video as well. This is a money channel. We talk about money. We talk about business. We talk about investment. We talk about money in marriage. We talk about legal tips as well. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. So join us, continue. Let me hear from you as well. So men don't want their wives or the women in their lives to think that all they are just there for is just to be providing. They don't want to feel like they are just an ATM card, that all you just do is just come to them, ask for money, and that is all. The men want more than that. They want you to know that, look, beyond being a provider, we also need, we want partnership rather than just, providing and giving money. They also want you to, as your wife, to be a partner with them in this journey of marriage, money in marriage. They want you to be a partner. They want you to help them. They want you to assist them. It's not just about they just providing and giving money. No, they want a partnership. So instead of you waiting to last minute for things, asking them, I want this, oh, the family needs this, they want you to partner with them, to see with them, and let's work together. So that is what they are looking for. The third thing that men are looking for, please, if you're a man on this platform, please let me hear from you. Let me hear from you, please. Let me hear from you. What are some of the unspoken desires or wishes that you wish that women knew about money? Those things that give you, as men, as husbands, concern about money. Let me know. Let me know in the comments. I'll read it out and we can share together. So number 3 thing that husbands wish that their wives knew is that when women keep financial secrets, they believe and know that this, breaks their trust. When women or their wives keep financial secrets, you know, for instance, when a woman, goes to buy things on credit, when a woman, for instance, does things without telling them, and then eventually they get to know, they feel that, you are breaking the trust. Thank you so much. You are my fan. Thank you so much. God bless you too. Thank you so much. So it's something that hurts them. It's something that breaks their heart. No money secrets. Like I said, I'm speaking to, I know there are exceptions to the things that I'm talking about. There are some men who are not financially responsible, but I'm referring and I'm speaking on behalf of men who are financially responsible, who are doing the things that they are meant to do for their family when it comes to their finances. These are the men that I'm speaking on their behalf. So men don't like surprises. Men don't like that you keep secrets. If there's a money problem that you are having, men want to hear. Your husband wants you to share with him. He doesn't want you to do things behind, keep secrets, things that will ultimately hurt, the finances of the family. So money secret destroys trust. And that is one thing that we as wives, we want to guard against. We don't want our husbands to, lose trust, lose confidence in us because of money secrets that we are keeping. So number 4, men also, husbands also worry about the future financially. Remember, I did a series, and I'm going to put the link in the description, or I'm going to pin it in the comments, that there are certain things that wives wish that their husbands knew about money. That is why I'm doing this one, that men also have things that they want their wives to also know about money. And one thing is that men are also worried about the financial future of their family, of their home. Men also think of the time when retirement will come, when they can no longer work actively. So what will happen, when I can no longer work actively, when I'm not, receiving an income? They think about it, about the future. They think about, if they don't yet have a home of their own, they think about it. They think about the children's school fees. So men also have financial worries. So wives, please understand. Sometimes you see that men, like I said, usually will not talk about these money challenges, but they are there and they are real. So sometimes you see that the men may just be, off, may just be, sometimes it seems as if they're not present. They're there physically, but they're not present. You may be saying something and then the man has, his mind has wandered away. Most times, or sometimes, let me use the word, it's because of the pressure. It's because of the financial worry. They are thinking, how do I juggle this? How do I make this work? Imagine a man who is earning maybe 100,000, naira every month. And he thinks about, the school fees, the rent, and so many things. And everything altogether, when he calculates it, is above 100,000. What does he do? So he's also thinking, he's also worrying about what the future will bring financially. So number 5 thing that men also think about is that men secretly also desire that their wives are financially literate, that their wives understand finances, that their wives, have an interest in the family finance, that they can also advise, that they can also speak on money matters. Imagine if you are a husband and you have a wife who is knowledgeable in money matters, who can advise you. Oh, don't let us save here, let us invest here. Talks intelligently when it comes to money affairs. Men wish that their wives would, be financially literate. And I want to appeal to us women who are watching or who will be watching later. Please, let's empower ourselves financially. Let's read books that has to do with money matters. Let's watch and listen to podcasts. Let's watch, channels that talk about money matters. And that is what I do here on money matters with Modupe, I simplify it so that we can all, have an understanding. So women, I appeal to you, please save your money, empower yourselves. Men are crazy. Olu, I asked you, welcome. Thank you for joining me again this evening. I want to know, are you a man or you're a woman? Because sometimes your comments, I'm not able to place, if you are a man or if you are a woman. It says, women, save your money. Yeah, save your money. Just don't only save your money, also invest your money. Saving is just the minimum. Saving is just there to save you in times of emergency, but saving your money alone will not make you, will not give you that wealth that you are looking for. Yes. So another thing I said is that, no, that's number 4. The number 5, that women should empower themselves financially, so that you are not just a liability, you are also an asset. You are able to also contribute financially. Financially, advice. Financially, if you can also put in something to the family finance. That is number 5 of what men wish that women knew. Number 6 is that men appreciate practical wives. And what do I mean by practical wives? I mean women who are practical when it comes to money matters. Women who can, not just, like I said, not just spend. Women who are able to also stretch. Because don't forget, I said that money sometimes can be limited. There's a fixed amount that you earn. If you're a salary person, you earn every month. And most of the times, our expenses, our bills are usually more than what we earn. So when I talk about practical wives, I'm not talking about a cheap woman. I'm not talking about a cheap wife. I'm talking about you being resourceful, you being able to manage, you being able, with the little that you have, you are able to multiply it and make something good from the little money that comes into the family. That's number 6. So I'm looking at number 7. Husbands crave teamwork in financial goals. Let us dream together. Let us work together. Like I said, this topic is actually directed for men who are responsible, where all things are normal. I know there are abnormal cases. I know there are situations where men, some men may not work and they are looking for their wives to just take responsibility. I am not talking about such matters. I am not talking about such situations. I'm talking about where a normal family, a regular family, where the man is providing, where the man is doing as occasion demands, where he's, doing what he's meant to do. That is the situation where I'm talking about. Another time we'll talk about a situation where the men are not doing what they are to do, and where you have abnormal family situation when it comes to money matters. But for today, we're looking at where everything is the way it should be. So number 7 is that men crave teamwork in financial goals. Let us dream together as husband and wife. Let us plan together as husband and wife. Maybe you want to take a vacation. Maybe you want to build an investment. Maybe you want to plan for the future. Both of you doing it together. A good man, that is an unspoken desire that he has regarding his wife, that let us dream together, let us plan our finances together. So I'm appealing to women again, please, especially when you have a good husband, when you have a good man, please, as I speak this evening, put it down and ask yourself, or you can even ask your husband, what are the unspoken desires, what are the spoken wish that you want me as your wife to know when it comes to our family finance. So the aim of this is that to create unity. and excitement at the same time. So we want to look at the number 8 desire, unspoken thing that our husbands want. So once again, let me know, what do you think? If you are a man, please let me know. What is one thing that you wish that your wife knew about money matters? Or what do you think that women are doing what they shouldn't be doing? Let's talk in the chat, in the comment. Let's talk in the comment. Let me know. Share your experience. Share. Okay, so don't forget, I'll read the comments and I also respond to comments as well. So another thing that men wish that their wives knew about money is that they wish that, for open conversation. One of the major problems that causes, one of the major challenges when it comes to money matters in marriage is communication. Sometimes you want to say something, but because you had said it in the past and it had led to arguments or fight or frustration, you get to the point, it could be the man or the woman, you get to the point and you're like, oh, I don't even want to say anything. Let it just lie. But the truth of it is that it's important that you communicate and talk about money matters. And this is one of the unspoken desires that men have, that their wives are able to, talk to them, have this money conversation. So let me know, have you been having this money conversation? If you have been having it, how have you gone about it? I usually suggest that it is not the best time to talk about money matters when there's a problem, or maybe there is a fight, or maybe you are arguing about something. That is not the best time for you to bring up money matters conversation. The best time is maybe things are going well, or you even decide to fix a money date. Sometimes we fix dinners, we fix lunch, we go out to watch films and all that. Deliberately decide to also have a money date whereby you talk about your finances. At that time, both of you are relaxed. And when you talk about it, don't blame each other. Don't fight each other. You can speak your mind, but in a not accusing each other. Speak your mind. Talk about the money conversation. Talk about the fears that you have. I've had those kind of conversation with my husband, and I thank God that, early in our marriage, I've been able to speak. I've been able to talk and tell him that, look, this is my fear. This is what I have seen. He is also a lawyer. This is what I have seen. And as well, what also happens. So we've been able to talk about it. The man also wants you to also talk about it. What are your fears about the children when the man is no longer around? These are the things that we should be able to speak about, freely. No shouting, no blame game, just transparency. The first conversation may be tough, and it is usually tough. The first money conversation is usually tough. I will not lie to you. It is usually tough. And you usually tend to blame. But you are the one, you are the one that, like that. But I want to appeal to you. Have it in your mind that you are a team. You are working together and not against each other. That way, you will be able to achieve, something. You will be able to gain something. So the number 9 thing that husbands wish that their wives knew is that when they say budget, when we talk about budget, it's not necessarily because the man is stingy. It's just because he is providing and he wants you to see that budgeting not as punishment but as protection. Let me say it again. This is where all things are normal. All things are, going on well when the man is providing and he's doing the things that he ought to do. So when the man says, look, let's budget, give me your budget. Can we cut this cost? Can we reduce this cost? what he's doing is because, don't forget, I said that they also have worries about the future when it comes to money matters. So he is also thinking about the future. He's also thinking about where's the payment for rent going to come from? Where is the children's school fees going to come from? Our retirement. They're also thinking about that. So I'm saying this evening, when he's saying budget, it's not for punishment, but for protection, so that the little that you have can be stretched, not just to meet the needs of today, but also to be able to take care of the things and the situations that we'll have tomorrow. So number 10 thing that men wish, or husbands wish, that their wife knew is that money and respect goes hand in hand. Okay, now this is another one. Money for men equates respect. That is the truth. And so when because it happens, I just don't want to talk theory, I also want to be practical. There are some times when, especially maybe when the man is not doing well financially, and then he's trying his best, and then he gives money to his wife and he says, please, can you manage this? And then the woman just speaks back and says, look, is this what your mates are doing? How can you give me this amount? Do you understand? How can you give me this amount? Is this what your mates are doing? Indirectly, you are mocking his salary. Indirectly, you are disregarding his financial input. So for men, most men, they equate money with respect. And whether we like it or not, indirectly, women as well, when we're not satisfied with what the husbands are bringing into the table, we tend to react. We tend to show it, even if you do not say it directly, that is this what your mates are doing? Either by our action, we tend to say it. We tend to mock them. We tend to say, oh, what is this one going to do? Right? So even if you earn more as a woman, please, I want us to know that when it comes to men, respect is not negotiable. You can say, so many things. Like I said, there are exceptions, and I'm speaking on behalf of the good men, the men who are doing what they ought to do. So please, let's not forget that for men, money and respect go hand in hand. Another point that men also want women to know, especially their wives, is that money affects their confidence. For majority of men, even men who are not doing very well, money is like, to them, money gives them confidence. It shouldn't be, but that is the reality. That is what happens. So it affects their confidence. When they don't have so much money, when they have lost their job, when they are in debt, or when they are feeling financially behind, it affects their confidence. And sometimes some men, just try to, camouflage. And you see them fighting, or, just keeping malice, or doing one of two things that they are not supposed to do. Why? Is because they equate money to their confidence. And that is why sometimes when a man is let go of his work of his work, you see that they're not even able to tell the wives when they come home that, look, I just lost my job. No, they keep it because it is equal to their confidence. And they know that the woman may not respect them if there is nothing coming in. So this is one thing that we women must know, that men equate money to their confidence. Another thing is that respect matters more than the amount for them. A man wants you to appreciate his efforts, even if it is little. A man wants it. I know I have my own income. I have my own source of income, but is my pleasure, is my desire, when apart from my husband giving money for the house, I also want, to use his money to buy something. It is just it. It is just it. And so we should be able to appreciate, no matter how small, when the man gives. A man wants us to, appreciate their efforts to see, for him to see that, okay, even what I'm doing, it is appreciated. So thank him for even the little that he brings in. This will build his confidence more. Another thing, which is number 13, which men want us to know, is a secret thing in them, is that comparison kills. When you say, oh, can't you see Mr. A, or can't you see Mr. Tosin? Is that what he's doing for his wife? Is that what he's doing for his children? No, can't you see that they go on holiday every year? Comparison, it kills. And this is it's a major one for men. I'm speaking on behalf of men this evening. Husbands hate to be compared. They don't like that any form of comparison at all. So rather than you focusing on comparison, the important thing is for you to focus on your money journey with your family. Don't forget that your family is unique. You're not like the other family. You're not like the other person. So it is important that you appreciate. It is important that you face your money journey. It is important that you do not compare. Don't compare. Enjoy your journey. Move on the journey. Make adjustments on the journey. That is it. Don't compare at all. Even if you are thinking it, even if you are feeling it, don't compare. There are better ways of you passing your message across to your husband or to the man in your life to let him know that this is it. Number 14 is that every money, if you are in Nigeria, every naira, every kobo. If you are in the UK, you are in the US, every dollar, every pound, wherever you are, already has a job. He already has an assignment. He already has a destination, because where the person has a fixed income, like I said, he has 100,000 naira coming in every month. Every naira of the 100,000 already has an assignment. He already has a destination. Maybe some is towards the house rent. Maybe some is towards the children's school fees. Maybe some is towards, getting a car or something for the family, or even paying bills. So they want us to know that that money has an assignment. So what do you think? Do you agree? But I want you to know that this is the way the men feel. This is the way the husbands feel. This is the unspoken, desire, wishes, that they hope on, the wish that their wives understood about them and about finances. And like I said, if we understand these things, we're able to appreciate and we're able to work with them. And we're able to create a better money system in our families. So don't forget, every income, every money has an assignment. It has somewhere that it is going. And the number 15 one is that men fear, husbands fear that their wives only see them as providers and as nothing more. It is a fear that they have, that they only see women, their wives only see them as the ATM machine. They only see them as their financial plan. I'm going to come to that as well. Women, we also need to have our own income. And there is nothing that gives you joy when you have your own income as well. So these are the 15 points that I have. What men wish that we wives knew. And I'm just going to go over it again. The first thing is that husbands want wives to know that the pressure of being a provider is real. They feel it. They feel the pressure. Number 2, what they want from their wives. They want partnership from their wives when it comes to money matters. Don't forget, we're a team. We're to work together and not to work against each other. The third thing is that men, when it comes to money matters or finances, when women keep secrets, they see it as trust being broken. So when you are, having secret debts, when you are borrowing, when you are doing all those kind of things without telling him, he feels that, you are breaking the trust. there should be transparency when it comes to money in marriage. Number 4 thing is that they also worry about the future. They worry about the future financially. They worry that when this work stops, what will happen? They worry that if something should happen to me, what will happen to my wife? What will happen to my children? So they also think about the future money-wise. Another thing, number 5, is that they want their wives to be financially literate. I've seen many women in my line of work, profession, both as a certified financial planner and as a legal person. Some women just don't want to know anything about money. You should write a book. This is free wisdom. Thank you so much. In fact, I have 2 books. Not on marriage. I have 2 books. I have one. Thank you so much. I have one. This is how to make the most of your money by budgeting. Is money on budgeting. This is one of it, money on budgeting. And I have my second book, which is titled An Income of Her Own. And that book is for women, encouraging women to have their own income. I encourage women, please. I have a passion for women because I have seen a lot what women go through, even in courts today. A man saying, look, I am no longer interested in you. Leave. Short of me breaking down, the woman, unfortunately, is much younger than the husband, that the petitioner that came and said, look, I'm no longer doing. And the woman said, look, I sacrificed with you. I worked with you. I did this. I did that. And now that, this is what is happening. It was, it was something that was painful for me. And why I am so passionate about women, having their own income. So thank you so much, Olu. Some women from certain parts don't believe in empowering themselves. Yes, you're very right. You are very, very right. And it's so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate. They don't want to earn an income. They just want to make the men their financial plan. And when something happens, it's like they just want to be in the house. Exactly. They just want to be in the house, not doing anything. Just the man providing for them, even little things. Sanitary pad, underwears, they have to wait on the man. Number one, they don't even understand, how they are affecting the psychic of their children who see what happens to them. They want something they're not able to. Dangerous game, because men, wow, that's a strong one, my friend. That's a very strong one. Yes, so it's something that whenever I come, I meet women, I tell them, please, even if you have a good marriage, even if things are going on well, have something for yourself. Even if the man says, don't work, take this money, I'll be paying you a salary. Okay, and you say that, okay, you also want to stay at home, but the money that the man gives you, why don't you also invest it, save it, invest it, buy stocks, buy shares, buy bonds, fix your money. Little by little, you are able to, multiply that money, and you are able to do something. Maybe buy whatever it is that you can do. These are interesting points that my friend Olu is raising, and I would love to, also speak on them as well. Only man should, yes, Jesus. And at the same time, as we are relying on Jesus, my friend, we also have a part to play. On Sundays, I do a series, God, Finances, and Our Money. It's a balance. As we're trusting him, Jesus, as we're trusting God, as we're, praying and all that, there's also a part that we also need to do. So women should get up out there, start earning. You don't have to go to work 9 to 5 before you can make money. So please, let us, help ourselves. Let us help ourselves. And it's time for us to not to just sit down and say, look, a man is providing for me totally. Get involved in the family finances. And that is why what happens when those women, when they find themselves, maybe the man passes on, they find it difficult. If the man has left the business, who takes over the business? What happens? You don't even know anything. The family investment, the property that the man has bought, you don't even know anything about it. And then somebody comes and then takes over. You're not thinking of yourself. You're not thinking of your children. And also raise their daughters. Exactly. Exactly. If you're just sitting down, what happens when something happens to that man? What will happen to you? What would happen to you? What would happen to those children? God help you that those children are still small. How do you pay their school fees? And I want you to know something, that even when people tell you that, don't worry, we will be there for you, we'll be there for you, it's all a lie. It's all a lie, because already they can't even take care of their own selves. Talk less of taking somebody else's children. Would you have that same kind of standard of living while that man was around? Think about it. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Nepa. So that is it. We need to start thinking beyond today. We need to start thinking beyond today. Let's think about the future. Let's think about tomorrow. Let's think about our lives. What kind of life do you envisage for yourself? And that is why I'm doing this topic, because there are some men, good men out there, who want to do things, who want their wives, to be empowered. But the women have just refused to be empowered. The women have just refused to take action. And that is why I'm speaking on behalf of the men to say that, look, good men have this fear. Good men have this unspoken desires that they want their wives to do. So please, women, let's start taking our place. Let's equip ourselves, and let's grow up together. Let's grow big together. Let's, build a community whereby we're money-wise, we're protecting ourselves financially, we're protecting ourselves legally, and we're becoming everything that God wants us to be. I want to leave a legacy, not just for my children, but for my children's children, and also, to build a community where I am a blessing. So what about you? Thank you so much, my friend Olu. These points are really, you have really engaged me this evening, and I really, really do appreciate your feedback. Thank you so much. So I've come to the end of today's topic. I want to know, please, if there's anything you want me to talk about, please let me know. I would be so honored to speak about them. So these are the points that I have. Remember that it's a teamwork. Let's work together with our husbands, and let's just be money wise. Let's build a home where there is peace. Let's build a home where arguments will come, certainly when it comes to money, but not to the extent that our marriages will be hot, not to the extent that there will be separation or divorce as a result of money. So money does not have to divide couples. Money should unite couples. So thank you so much for watching. I remain Modupe Vincent, your certified financial planner, legal practitioner, and I thank you for joining me on Money Matters. Until Thursday, same time, I'll be back with another topic. Please share to women. Let's help women. Share to men as well, so that they will know that we're also speaking on their behalf, that they have secret desires concerning their family, and we're here to push it out. Please subscribe if you have not yet subscribed, please. And I want to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed to my channel. So until Thursday, when I'll be back, be money wise. I'll see you at the top. Thank you for watching, and God bless you. Have a restful night. Bye.